he's going to end up fitting here. I'd bring him in for the money. I'd see where it goes, but I don't think he fits here. I
Yeah.
still don't think it's a good formula. I think that you need to bring in someone like Flacco, Brissett, a veteran wins,
Hmm.
a veteran that can teach Michael Penix, but is still capable of playing the quarterback position.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that,
I
Blackberry?
agree.
Let somebody else. I wanted to look some up real quick.
What thoughts on that, Cowboy?
Yeah, I actually love that. I mean, what we brought Kirk Cousins in here for, it didn't exactly happen, right? We brought Kirk Cousins in here to win games, to mentor Michael Penix, right, and pass the torch on to him, and be that veteran presence on the team. It didn't quite work out that way for whatever reason, and I don't see if Joe Flacco was to be the guy to come in, I don't see him deferring from that. I think he will earnestly help Michael Penix. He just seems like that guy. I don't feel that vibe from him. I don't feel that energy from him. I think he will actually do his job as a quarterback. And I
Okay,
honestly think he could actually get 9 to 10 wins out of this team. I really do.
okay.
Uh,
So it came out today that Joe Flacco said he wants to get starter reps. If he signed with the team, he's looking to be a starter.
yeah. I
So
mean,
would he be willing to come in here to a competition?
I
See,
mean,
I would like a competition,
yeah. I mean,
but
look, you you
mhm,
you have a competition, but I mean, then
mhm.
again, like let's forget what I was gonna say, but I feel like you would have to have some sort of competition like that. That's just the thing. Like let's be completely real for a moment. Michael Penix has not earned his stride.
Yeah.
He and but the bit this is what I was gonna say actually. The big difference between the Kirk Cousins thing, the deal breaker for a lot of people, was the money that we paid him.
facts.
If we weren't paying Kirk Cousins all that money, it honestly wouldn't have been as big of a deal as it ended up being.
Well, I think if Kirk Cousins had came in here and everything went as planned, he won games, he mentored uh, Michael Penix, and then he took us to the playoffs and probably beyond. Nobody would have questioned that $180 million. They would have bit their tongue and would have said, "Hey, that was the best investment for Atlanta that they could have
Agreed.
made." But because of how everything went down, Kirk Cousins didn't live up to expectations. Penix getting hurt, Raheem Morris. I mean, it just looked like a buffoonery going on around there. So everything just looked over. I mean, it seemed like we just overspent for mediocrity. We're really what he mediocrity. We just outright failed. So I mean, if Kirk Cousins had to do what he's supposed to do, nobody would have questioned that because the quarterback market was just around what we were paying Kirk Cousins. Right now,
Yeah.
everything. The thing is, the only thing that made this thing look kind of sketchy was the fact that we paid Kirk Cousins all that money and then we turned around and we drafted Michael Penix, right? And that's what making everything look like, wait a minute, what? So why would you pay a guy that you only expect to be here 2 years, $180 million? So I think that's the only thing that's the negative that's hitting that 180, that 180 million. Because like I said, if we had let's say went to the playoffs, right, and probably beyond, nobody would have questioned it.
Yeah, and I feel like bringing in a quarterback like Kyler Murray, everybody is screaming competition. That's the
Yeah,
best competition out there.
yeah,
You got a quarterback who trying to revive his career, and you got a quarterback who trying to show that he is worth being the guy. That's
yeah,
gonna be,
yeah,
and then you got one on a rookie contract and one on a vet minimum. That's why my whole
yeah,
point about a 2 year deal. Because I
yeah,
feel like if Kyler Murray beats him out, if Michael Penix is healthy, you move on. You don't wait, you don't hesitate. And that's why I feel like Minnesota messed up because they hesitated.
mm-hmm.
You went
Yo, what's
14 and
good? What's
3.
good, that Red Swarm? I see you, brother. Appreciate you
You
joining
went
us.
14 and 3. There was
What
no
up, old
reason for
Swan?
you not to bring Sam Darnold back, even if you had the utmost faith in JJ McCarthy. You went
Mm-hmm.
14 and 3 and let him walk
Yeah.
away for nothing. You should have at least did what the coach did with uh Daniel Jones, even though you got hurt, we had a good season, so we're gonna transition tag you. Meaning that if anybody wants you, we can match it.
Yeah. So with that being said, are we going to lower the expectations just because for Stefanski, just because one, we can't decide on who the quarterback is, and then two, this is his first year. Does he get that
I
pass?
don't think you
That,
lower the expectations because he done been in this situation before. When he got to Cleveland, they was ready to write Baker Mayfield off. Then the first year they went to the playoffs. So the expectation is the expectation. It's always playoffs or bust. It don't matter what. Even when we drafted Matt Ryan in 08, we got a new regime, but we still playing to hopefully get into the playoffs. You don't change it, like you don't like, and I feel like that's where these past few seasons they were. Oh well, okay, we got Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot. We ain't got no money like that, so we gonna let it slide. We gonna let y'all go through this. Okay, we got a little bit of money, but the players we wanted to shine, they got hurt, so we're gonna let it slide. We're gonna do it again. It come to the Raheem Morris era, the same thing. All right, the quarterback got hurt, this player got hurt, we're gonna let it slide. No more letting it slide. Now everything is for purpose. We ain't doing nothing for nothing no more. Everything is for purpose. So if you bringing in Kyler Murray, you bringing in Kyler Murray for a healthy competition against Michael Penix Jr., winner take all. Because at the end of the day, you only got him for a vet minimum. So if he can't beat out Michael Penix Jr., you don't need to be here.
Right.
That's why 9 wins, 8 wins, 9 wins ain't enough. Nigga, we need at least 10 or 11 wins.
I'll take 9 wins because 9 wins a winning record. 9 wins a winning record. You ain't had a winning record in 8 seasons.
The South.
I ain't taking no 9 wins. Now, if in your house, D's is a standard, fine by me. If you cool with your kid bringing home straight D's, much love to you. That's how you run your house. But over here in my house, nigga, I ain't nigga straight A's ain't using the fucking standard.
Yeah.
Straight honor roll is the bare minimum. You better not come in this motherfucker when you're in less than the honor roll.
All right, let me. Okay, let me. We all listen. We all want
9 wins with these.
All right.
Wins.
We all want our kids to be on the honor roll. Am I right? We all want our kids on the honor roll. But hold on.
9 wins is cool.
Oh,
nigga,
hold
I
on.
need at least 10.
Okay, number one.
All right.
We all want our kids on the honor roll, but we need to be honest with ourselves for a moment. The Atlanta Falcons ain't been on the honor roll nearly a decade. They have been a C and D student for the past decade. So at this point, if you can give me baby steps and at least you can get me to a B and show me some progress, and that was what I would consider 9 wins, then I'll take that.
All right, cool.
You gotta take it where you can get it.
Man, if mediocrity to you, as you just said, mediocrity, 9 wins, if that's cool for you, I can't do nothing about that. That's how you view it. I'm telling you how I view it. Nigga, 9 wins ain't enough.
9 wins would be the most wins that we gotten in a season in nearly a decade.
Hear me out. When you got Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, and a star-studded fucking defense.
Yeah. But this is
we need to
be honest about some of those things. Number one, Tyler Algier is about to be going tomorrow. Some pieces on that defense, like Kaden Ellis, could very well be going tomorrow. We gotta be honest with ourselves about what's probably coming down in free agency anyway. There's going to be some new faces here. Now the Falcons are in a position where they could probably make it work. The linebacker market, there's plenty of options. I think. See, I'm not feeling that ill about Kaden Ellis now because, in my opinion, I feel like you got several linebackers who can replace Kaden Ellis at this point.
In the free agency and in the
free agency.
And in the draft.
I don't know why you think that.
I'm with you on that one, Blackberry. I don't know. I don't. It's just some things you can't
Listen,
teach
I'd love for Kane Ellis to be back,
yeah,
but there's a lot of linebackers that are out there,
yeah.
and
Well,
and
see,
that
And see,
that's
this is where the reality comes in, right? When you look at the history of teams that go through what we just went through with replacing the general manager, replacing the head coach, the whole entire just about the entire coaching staff. There have been like literally 4 teams in the history of the NFL that was able to rebound the following year and go to the playoffs. So you realistically, guys, and then on top of that, we're going to lose some players that got us to this point, that got us to the 8 wins we got last season.
yeah.
I mean, if we lose Caden Ellis, the defense is going to look entirely different. Or the defense has a core that we're going to build
You're
around
right.
those
You're
4
right.
rookies, and
And there's linebackers out there. That's why I feel a
yeah,
little less ill about it. But yeah, I mean, they
yeah,
said it themselves. It's going to be tough to replace Cade.
yeah. And see,
That's
we
why.
got to find a CB2. We got to find a D tackle. We got to find an edge rush because we got a plan to be without James Pierce Jr. And we got to find a number 2 receiver. We got a lot to address in this off season. So the expectation and the reality of winning 10 games, if we do, I'm sticking my foot in my mouth. I just don't think we're going to be able to
Hey,
do it.
if
I just
we
don't think we're
end
going to
up
do it.
like he's saying, if we end up with 11 wins this season, man, hey, we overachieved.
Yeah.
I'm
What's
going
your
to say
thoughts
it
on this,
straight up.
Blackberry?
We overachieved.
on the linebacker situation, okay, so I see two names that stick out to me in free agency, and that's Devin Lloyd and Tremaine Edmonds.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I like Tremaine.
And Quay Walker, a free agent as well.
no,
We'll have to trade for him, won't it?
yeah,
No.
I
His
saw
point.
somewhere he was
Like,
over.
it say he is, but
yeah.
Quay Walker don't have the versatility that Caden Ellis got though. He ain't a sideline to sideline. You can drop him back in coverage and you can blitz him. He can't do all 3 of those things the way Caden Ellis can. He don't have that. His versatility, Quay Walker, he's a good run defender, and basically, I don't know how he is in the pass rush department. I don't think he gets the kind of pressure that Caden Ellis gets. The only thing with Caden Ellis is he's 30 years old. That's the only thing. He's 30. These younger options, Devin Lloyd is 27 and Tremaine Edmonds is 28. How old is Quay Walker? I don't know how old Quay Walker is.
20-something too.
But they're younger options. The only thing is, when I look at Caden Ellis, I don't see where age is affecting him yet. He still got a high motor. He still can keep up. He was keeping up with route runners and out there in pass defense. I just don't see why you would move on from Caden Ellis if you could get him back in here. I just don't see why.
I would love to get Kane back in here, but there are other linebackers out there.
I think Caden Ellis stays.
You're saying that, but are you saying is other linebackers out there that are cost less, or there are other linebackers out there that are more long-term options? Like, why are you saying that there's other linebackers out there?
All I'm saying is if we don't get Kane back, there's other options out there that we could go and fall back on. But I'm with you in the sense that I would prefer we bring Kane back, but there's other options out there.
Yeah. Well, Ian Cunningham said it himself too. So obviously, he think there's a lot more options out there. So maybe he sees something that we don't see. But I think they're actually going to bring Caden back. Like I said, it is some things you can't teach as a linebacker. Like it's like Gray Lewis. It is some things you can't teach, right? But we're going to shed a lot of fat off this team, guys. I mean, it's a lot of fat on this team that's making a lot of money. We've already got rid of Darnell Meek, right? So I mean, to bring back Tyler Algier, and Caden Ellis, I think it's a viable option. I think it's something that we really can do. I think they're playing the game right now. I mean, that's what the free agency is, what it's about. And when that window opens, we're going to see. We kind of play the backseat anyway when the free agency come in. You know, we always
Now, what's
kind of
going on
slow
with
on
D.
that.
Alford?
So
Did they tender D. Alford?
No,
I think Diop
I
going to
think
be
we can
here. I
get
think Mike.
D offer to come back for like $2 to $4 million. We can get D offer to come back cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Michael Hughes is going to be out the door though. I mean, when you consider his age and then the amount of money that he's making, I think if you have to choose between the two, yeah, one of them's gone. I don't know. I don't even know if this coaching regime is bought in on Kobe Bryant. You know, 'cause Kobe Bryant is kind of on the light side. So, I mean, he's great when it comes to the ball hawk situation, but he's kind of light. So I don't know. Like I said, a lot of these teams, and this is what we were talking about at the beginning of the season. Once we knew Raheem is gone, that a lot of these players that are here now that we would love to see here, a lot of them could be gone or become expendable. You know, or you know, and cause like I said, this new regime is going to have their own vision coming in the door. They're going to put their own stink on this program.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Kevin Stefanski wanted this job, and I think it'd be naive for us to think that Bijan Robinson is his only reason for wanting this job.
I agree.
No,
that'd be a bit naive.
No.
So when you got to look at the makeup of the team, and this is why when we talking expectations, of course, expectations amongst the fans are subjective, right? But what we don't know is what are Matt Ryan's expectations. We're not going. It would be irresponsible for him to let the public know. I expect us to win 10 games. I expect us to win 9 games. That's some Jared Jones shit. Like only Jared Jones does that. Nobody else does that. So we're not going to know what his expectations are until situations start to occur, right? So
right.
But if we're saying our expectations are 10 games, if we're saying that, and then we asking questions like is Michael Penix versus the quarterback market? Do you bring what was the question? You bring in a quarterback for 1 to 2 years, or you bring in somebody in here to compete for the job? Is that the question?
So the question is, who is the quarterback going to be, and whether that quarterback you're going to give him a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal? And that's more pertaining to the Minnesota Vikings situation with Sam Darnold.
Okay. I don't know who the quarterback is going to be. What I would like for the Falcons to do is to be smart about the quarterback situation. Michael Penix's injury history matters.
Yeah.
Just because it's on the injuries occurred on separate knees, the injuries still occurred. The smart thing for them to do is they have to be smart about acknowledging that and making their decisions based on that. Now, I believe these two things can exist at the same time. You can get a quarterback in here for now to compete now with, to try to win 10 games and be competitive to win the ultimate win, right? And you could also have a guy, and that guy could also be somebody that's not here long term. That could be the case. That could be the situation. Now, as far as the sub question is do they believe in, do you get a short term guy in here because they believe in Michael Penix? Well, when I go do the research, I don't see any comments from Kevin Stefanski before being hired by the Falcons. I don't see any comments on Michael Penix from him anywhere. The same for Ian Cunningham.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say, I believe, in my opinion, it's safe to say that Michael Penix was not in these guys. He wasn't in their crosshairs. When he was on the table a couple off seasons ago, I don't see him. I don't think he was in anybody's crosshairs that's currently on this team, which means we don't know if they believe in him to the extent of we saw that guy a long time ago. That's somebody we was looking at and we wanted. I don't get that. I don't get that from him. I from Kevin Stefanski and Ian Cunningham. Now like we said, we've heard them express their confidence in his rehab progression, and they like his work ethic. We've seen that. Okay, to me, that's the politically correct stuff, right? They would say those things for anybody on their team that's currently going through a rehab or a major injury. They would say that for even if a guy that was, third on the position group list, So what I want fans to kind of do is I like what Michael Penix do. When we was drafting before the draft, even before the draft, during his final season in Washington, I thought he was out of his quarterback class was the most league ready. I thought he was. I said it publicly on lives. I've said it. But if we want our franchise to be a smart franchise, we gotta want them to do the smart things. And the smart thing to do is to not put all your eggs in his basket. That's the smart thing to do. So if you're able to get Mac Jones, if you're able to get a Kyler Murray, guys who we believe could potentially fight for that job and take it, I think it's a smart thing to do. Now, after this season, if a Matt Jones or a Kyler Murray or whoever, if they end up playing a full season in front of Michael Penix, then it depends on their production that's going to determine whether or not Michael Penix will still be here in 2027. In my opinion, you should still keep him. You got him on a rookie deal. You can stretch Michael Penix out for 3 more seasons before you got to give him a long-term contract. You shouldn't have no issue with it because look at Jordan Love in Green Bay. They made him earn it. He earned it. He got paid. And they've been in the conversation since then. So I think we should want our franchise to be smart about this. And if we got faith in Michael, because I know the question has been, or the conversation has been, if he's healthy and he go out there and win the job over whoever they bring in here, then he should start. I mean, that goes without saying. You pretty much just laid out the whole scenario for him to start. But in my opinion, it won't be a full year when training camp starts. It won't be a full year off of that surgery for that ACL. The body reacts in ways that we can't predict how the body gonna react. To repair a knee that's been repaired twice and another one that's been repaired once, we don't know how his body gonna react to this. We don't. So it's smart for the Falcons to be thinking, to be prepared for the worst. So, no, I don't think you should get a quarterback in here like a Joe Flacco who probably going to barely give you a full season or barely give you a season and a half. I don't think so. I think you should get somebody in here who can be a long-term option. That's my opinion on it.
And that was my whole point of saying you give him a
and that's why I said earlier we should consider looking at a day 3,
we need to be honest about we need to be honest about Joe Flacco too. Joe Flacco shows up for at most 6 games a season at this point, and then the rest of the time he's absolute garbage.
Right. So bringing in Joe Flacco, you bringing in Joe Flacco until Michael Penix is healthy.
Yeah.
Basically.
And that's why I said earlier in the show.
Unless you're gonna draft a quarterback next year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unless that.
And
But
that's exactly
see, like when it comes to the Kyler Murray situation, like we always say, change the situation or change the location could probably change a person.
Yeah, agree.
Coming to Atlanta, we're not babying Kyler Murray the way the Arizona Cardinals is. You wasn't the number one overall draft pick here. We're not catering to your needs. We don't need you to come in here and do all those things you did in Arizona. We need you to come in here to provide competition and to play complementary football. Just look at Sam Darnold the last 2 years when he wasn't relied upon to be the quarterback. Look what happened. He done had 2 successful seasons with 2 different teams. If we can get any quarterback to come in here and just like Blackberry said, what if it worked? I'm not the type to just allow him to come in here for 1 season. We go to the playoffs, do better than what we did the last 8 to 10, and let him walk off into the sunset.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that the same go for Michael Penix. If you bring in a Mac Jones or a Kyler Murray, Michael Penix, he's able to participate in training camp. He's in the preseason. Even if he don't play in the preseason, if he participate in training camp and he start week 1 and we go on and make the playoffs with him and he looks good, then I mean Kyler Murray
move forward from there.
We can move on. We can move on from you, Kyler, and we can draft
I'll tell you what,
a quarterback later.
And with that 2-year option, you can choose where Kyler go. You got control of where Kyler go. You ain't just letting him do what he want to do like Sam Darnold. You go to a team in the same conference and you go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I'm gonna spin this thing for you guys. All right. I'm gonna spin this thing, and I'm gonna tell you why I chose the quarterbacks. And I was going to wait until I do mine, but I'm gonna share it with you guys right now. We're in NFC South, right? And Blackberry, if I may, I'm gonna share a couple of images with you, and and you get to share it with the panel here and the people in the chat, and you guys let me know what you think. You know, if I'm off base, let me know. But these 2 images right here is the reason why. Actually, it's 3. Let's see. And we're in the NFC, right? And these are the games that really matter to. I mean, the games against the AFC does matter, but when it comes to winning the division, winning the conference, these are the games that really, really stand out, right? And what I did, I broke down how each one of these quarterbacks that we're considering play against these teams in the NFC.
Is it supposed to be on? Is it supposed to be something up here? Oh,
all right.
Oh,
now take that one. Go back to the first one. I'm gonna save that one for last. Oh, the one with Kyler Murray. Yeah. Okay. See, and we take a look at this, right? His record is not bad. It's not bad at all. But his overall record, when you look at the overall record, he played pretty decent against the NFC. Now, what I considered going with why I considered going against him was his days, his year before the injury, the year of the injury, and the year after, right? And Arizona felt so compelled that this was going to come back and hunt them that they found out why he wasn't fully prepared when up until his injury, through his injury, and then the year after. If I can find this thing,
he was on Call of Duty.
Yeah, and
I almost forgot that. See,
yeah,
that's the other thing you got to keep in mind too.
Mm-hmm. See,
this guy has a track record. Once again, track record of not locking in.
Yeah. Yeah, and see that's the thing about, and then when he
busy on
gets
the damn controller, he's not busy enough studying the playbook or studying film.
Yeah, and he should have been. And it's not like he has not had weapons, right? Like right now, we have some good weapons. Well, we had some good weapons. By the time we get through with bringing in a number 2, number 3, Bijan Robinson, Drake, and then hopefully Tyler Algier, he's going to have some weapons, right? And you look at what Kyler Murray has had going over the years, and guys, he's actually had some better weapons than what we've had here, to be honest with you, or comparable. He's had DeAndre Hopkins, he's had Larry Fitzgerald, and he had them two at the same time. Marvin Harrison, he had Hollywood Brown, who came in on the tail end of that dual threat of Larry Fitzgerald and DeAndre Hopkins, but he was there. Christian Kirk, who was there. AJ Green, who was there. So he had 3 wide receivers there at the same time that he couldn't win games with. Trey McBride. He had the running back. He had a running back, James Conner. He had Zach
And
Ertz.
he had David Johnson.
Yep, and Chase Edmonds and Kenyon Drake. So all of these guys was on a team at some point together on this same team for Kyler Murray. But for some reason, he could not get it done. He could not get it done. And I'm like, it's too many negatives for me to ride with him, right? Because if a team like Arizona, and Arizona is not the best team in the AFC, I'm not going to say that. But Arizona has desperate needs. And one of those was quarterback, right? And they bought into this guy so much that they gave this guy $230 million. They gave him $230 million, so they bought into him. So all he had to do was go out on that field and perform. They put their trust into him, and he let them down for the last 3 years of his time there. Like I said, the year before his injury, the year of the injury, and the year after. Last season.
I'm looking at this records on my screen. Give me 242,000 and I could perform better than this shit.
Yeah, I mean, and truth be told, guys, like I said, these games matter when it comes to the division and the conference. And we need these games to get into the conference, right? He has not played very well. It's not, like I said, he played decent against the South. He played decent against the East. But the teams like the Packers, the teams who are constantly in the playoffs, the Packers, the Rams, the Seahawks, he does not play well against them.
Look.
So, I mean, am I going to put my trust in him to continue what we're looking at here?
Good
I mean, I get it. We're going to have a different offense here. I get that. But I'm not putting the faith. I like the offense. I love the offense. But I don't trust this man.
A different offense and defense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But my thing is the personnel. You can have the best offense. Ask Sean McVay about it. How many times he had to revise his offense? I mean, revise his personnel to fit his offense. I just don't trust Kyler Murray to come in and be that guy for us. I mean, I like what Kyler Murray does with his legs. I mean, the city of Atlanta loves a mobile quarterback. But the stats don't lie. You got 3 divisions he does not play well against in the NFC.
Well, these are records. These are record stats. These aren't his individual stats.
Yeah, that's true indeed. But these are ones.
This is team. This is as a team. They weren't good against these divisions.
I get that. But when you look at the caliber of player that he is, and you look at the weapons that he's had, and it's not like he had like one receiver at a time. These guys are on the same team at the same time at some point. So this is actually
he didn't have these weapons. He didn't have nobody Drake London's caliber.
You saying Larry Fitzgerald is not Drake London's caliber?
He had Larry Fitzgerald when Larry Fitzgerald was on his way out the league.
DeAndre Hopkins
was broken. He was broken by the end. He was broken.
Marvin Harrison
Jr. He ain't lived up to expectations.
What?
Marvin Harrison Jr. out of college.
Marvin Harrison,
yeah. I agree with Bradbury on that one, man.
What has he done?
They even got bruh on the trade block right now.
Yeah, but he's been balling. He's been like their only weapon there.
Right, and he ain't been
he wasn't no weapon versus us.
Michael Wilson right there. What about AJ Green?
I want you guys. I didn't pull up the video, but I want you guys to go look at the highlights of him and Marvin Harrison, and watch the ball placements. Watch the ball placements and watch how many times he missed Marvin Harrison. Wide open. Hollywood Brown, another Bible receiver.
Brown is a journeyman receiver,
but he's a good receiver. He's a very good number 2, number 3.
He ain't a number 2.
Okay, I give you number 3, but he had weapons. He had weapons. Trey McBride.
Trey McBride was his best weapon.
AJ Green.
AJ Green was on his way out the league.
I mean, come on, look, he played 3 seasons with him. He played 3 seasons with the man.
And what was his availability during them 3 seasons?
Say it one more time.
What was AJ Green's availability during those 3 seasons?
He made the Pro Bowl with him.
AJ Green made the Pro Bowl with Kyler Murray?
7-time Pro Bowler.
Was that was one of those times with Kyler Murray?
2021. 2021.
Well, that's a testament to Kyler then, ain't it? He got to throw the ball.
No. These receivers made Kyler look good. Go back and watch the catches. Remember how Julio made Matt Ryan look like Matt Ryan was the end-all, be-all quarterback? Julio had to make some acrobatic catches to catch some of Matt Ryan's balls.
And it's the same thing with that bum that was in Cleveland too. What's his name? That's in Tampa right now.
Oh, Baker.
His receivers made him look better than he is.
Yeah,
but just like Baker though, I've seen Kyler have to extend plays and make nearly spectacular throws as well.
But that wasn't no testament to the receivers, though. That was on the offensive line. They don't have offensive line. Let's get that.
No, but I'm saying that's a testament to Kyler Murray, his ability to extend plays and be able to deliver
Y'all keep talking, I'll be right back.
Yeah. But I did say that we do love what he can do with his legs. We do. There's no doubt about that. I'm not questioning his talent. It's him as a whole. When I say I'm not trusting him, I'm not trusting him to do what it takes to get Atlanta in a spot where, even as a bridge, I'm not trusting him to come in and even get us 9 wins, 8 wins. I'm not trusting him to do it, because his last 3 years in Arizona told me, and he showed Arizona, you weren't worth that $230 million.
Well, give me the seasons he had with AJ Green.
I pulled it up.
We could dig a little further. We got the seasons with AJ Green and the season he had with DeAndre Hopkins, and we can look at what the offense was ranked at the end of those seasons.
Yeah, and also, and while we do that, take a look at the next one with who's the other one? Flacco. Joe Flacco record against the NFC. If I'm going with anybody, this the guy who I'm going with, even if it's just for one season. But it's not too much better than Murray. But at the same time, he had a great season against the NFC South. He had a great career, decent year against the East. But when it came against the West and the North, against playoff caliber teams, he disappears. Okay, same thing with Kyler Murray.
This, if you look at this, like you say, it's slightly better, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not enough for me to deter my preference over Flacco for Kyler, because I'm gonna get a younger quarterback. And I'm gonna get somebody that's possibly, just the youth. The youth for me is what make the difference with this comparison. And like I said, you got to look at the teams too.
Yeah,
we talk about the Cardinals versus most of what he did with this was with Baltimore.
Right.
So you got to look at that too. He had stellar special teams, stellar defenses, stellar running game when he was there. Kyler Murray, for the majority of his time there, had to put a lot more on his shoulders than Flacco did. So you got to look at that too. And for me, this ain't that much of a difference for me to deter my preference.
Right. But the thing it does deter me from is the actual choice that I made. If I had to choose between Flacco, Kerr, I can't want to call this guy Kerr, Murray, or you know, Malik Willis or somebody, I chose to go another route. Somebody who actually succeeded in the NFC, whether it was team related or not. I mean, I chose to go with somebody who can beat the NFC. I mean, we got what, 5 games against the AFC team, 6 games against the AFC. So if we go in and win a couple of games in the AFC and run through the NFC, we in the playoffs. Easy.
Y'all know what division we're facing this year in the AFC, right?
Yeah.
The AFC North.
Okay.
I'm
2020. Oh, go ahead.
We're saying we're facing the AFC North. So take with that as you will.
I mean, it's going to be tough, but I mean, to have a quarterback that plays well against both divisions is going to be nice, right? But when it comes down to it, you can lose a couple of games in the AFC and still make a pretty good standing in the playoffs. You know, we can go in and win a few games in the AFC and look just as good if we find somebody that can win through the NFC with the games that count against division and conference records.
Yeah.
Savannah Swag, the ALC don't look nothing like how it did when Joe Flacco was at the top of his game in it. Got new coaches, got totally different regimes. The quarterbacks unchanged. It's a lot done changed. It's not a solid argument, but it's an argument you can make. But and I'm just looking at it this way. We can do this, like I said, we can coexist both approaches. You can get somebody in here that you think you can win now with and still be developing Michael Penix for the future. If you go to Joe Flacco route, you're telling me that you're putting all your eggs in the Michael Penix Jr. basket. And in my opinion, I don't think it's smart. And it's only because of the 3 repair needs at 25 years old. That's the only thing it is for me. And I get it. Modern medicine. I get it. People coming back sooner than they used to in the past. That don't mean it's a good idea. That don't mean it's smart. The smart thing to do is to be prepared for the worst. And preparing for the worst is having 2 quarterbacks at whether you want to call it 1A and 1B, but it's the smart idea is to have 2 quarterbacks at 1 and 2 that either one of them could be your long-term option. Joe Flacco ain't that. And I don't think Kevin Stefanski came in here for instant gratification, so to speak, as far as I don't think he came in here to change so much of the team the way it don't look nothing like how I did the past couple seasons. This defense as constructed is gonna be a damn good defense. This offense as constructed is gonna be a damn good offense. Now, as of tomorrow noon, we gonna start seeing some things shake. And if it's shaking like an 8 ball, we in trouble, in my opinion. But if you're just shaking it like a snow globe, you just want to see some pretty stuff happen, I'm cool with that. Because that let me know that you're not trying to change a whole lot. And you're not leaving a lot up to chance. You going off of what you see the potential that this team currently has constructed, and you're not trying to change too much. You had a middle of the pack defense and a middle of the pack offense last year. Considering all that we went through. Think about that. Considering all we went through, you still had a middle of the pack team.
So Blackberry, what you're essentially saying is tomorrow either one or two things is going to happen. The Falcons are either going to boss that thing up or they're going to tear the thing down.
Not tear it down.
But start making some renovations on it.
Tomorrow or coming into free agency, it's going to show you, are they here to have a winning team?
Well, we're going to find out.
Or are they here to build the team around Michael Penix Jr.?
The boy out of Chicago, I think he could. I think he's somebody that got a lot to prove and could come in here and chat.
Yeah.
Now
he was actually one of the guys that I like. I actually like him.
Now, as far as what you just said, Georgia Texas boy, it's not smart to come in here and just want to do that. It's not smart. Three repaired knees is not normal. It's not. And you got to approach it that way. If you don't, if something bad happens, this fan base is gonna condemn Matt Ryan and Kevin Stefanski.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna condemn him.
Yeah.
So you gotta be smart about this.
That's why I say you gotta bring in the serious competition. And the competition you gotta bring them in here for at least 2 years. Because that keeps you safe, just in case it works, and it'll keep you safe just in case you gotta move on from Michael Penix Jr. Now you still got room to get a quarterback in the draft.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. One thing for sure though, tomorrow we will see whether or not Atlanta has a plan going into the future.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see.
All depends on how they act tomorrow. Will show you, hey, Atlanta, okay, they got a vision. They executing this thing. But if they go in half stepping like we've been doing in the past, waiting to see if we can find stuff at the bottom of the barrel to make it work, playing that patch game to see if it works, then we already know we're back to square one. But
if you gonna scrape the bottom of the barrel, then you might as well go and draft the damn quarterback.
Not in this draft.
Man, me personally, I said it earlier, I'm gonna say it again. I would draft a quarterback in the 4th or the 5th round. It don't matter because you're only gonna be here either until Penix get healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you suck, we're gonna be picking at the top of the fucking next year's draft anyways. Yeah. If you're good, we're gonna be picking in the middle of the pack of next year's draft anyways. So it still gives us room to go get that future quarterback. I don't want no yams that's been passed around by 9 niggas in the NFL. I get your logic. I don't want those yams.
I get your logic.
Hey,
wait a minute. I get your logic on that. I do. But this the only thing you missing out of your synopsis. This the only thing you missing. What if there's a better option there for a position need, and you waste that 4th round pick on a quarterback?
What is a bigger
wait a minute.
Position need than quarterback?
Wait a minute. I'm going to tell you right now.
What's a bigger need than the quarterback?
And for us,
then a quarterback for any team.
See, look at what you just said though. You're not drafting for a need. You drafting for.
We need a quarterback.
No, you're saying. Listen to what you said. You said draft a quarterback in the 4th or 5th round.
Yeah.
Even knowing that this. Wait a minute. Even knowing that this a weak quarterback draft class, so you're going into that draft knowing that guy probably gonna be ass. So, but you gonna draft him anyway and hope that he change your mind through the process of a failing season.
Listen what I'm saying, bro.
But if you
Purdy and Brady went in the 7th round. Purdy
No,
and
listen,
Brady went in the
listen,
7th round.
but you not getting it though. You still ain't getting it. That was the 6th round. You talking about a 4th round pick here. We look at what we've done in the 4th round before, in the 5th round before. We got Tyler Algiers. We got Billy Bowman Jr.'s.
We got Grady Jarrett.
Orless, all them guys.
Grady Jarrett. I mean, if you do that, if you do what you saying, and it don't work, you're asking for condemnation. You're asking for damnation to happen from this fan base to Kevin Stefanski and Ian Cunningham. That's what they asking for. You can't do that. What you suggest, because that's dangerous.
If we go out this motherfucker this year with Joe Flacco, who somebody said earlier is only good for 6 games, nigga, that's 6-11. That's a 6-11 record.
Yeah.
Who is you gonna have? Penix ain't gonna be ready at all this year.
We don't know that. That's the whole point of bringing in a quarterback with competition.
That's why I said you might as well, instead of going and getting one of these old passed around bops that every nigga on the west side done hit, you might as well go and get something from somewhere else. She might not be the prettiest, but she'll get the job done. You're gonna be just look at it like this. You're gonna be picking high as hell in the 1st round, regardless.
We all know that.
Man, you're gonna be, if you come out here and you start Flacco for 17 games and he only wins 6 of them, you're gonna be picking high as hell in the 1st round, anyways.
He would probably about 8.
So instead of
let me ask you this, Soldier.
Year's 1st round pick, because we don't have one.
Let me ask you this, Soldier. Now, I'm not on board with. I don't want to go get a Joe Flacco. I already explained that, right? But if we did go get Joe Flacco, let me ask you this question: do you think he would fare better than Kirk Cousins?
Man, I ain't played organized football in damn near 20 years, nigga. And I can go and do better than Kirk Cousins right now.
Okay,
I smoke a pack of cigarettes a day.
So Kirk Cousins, as a starting quarterback for the Falcons, is above 500.
So again, like I was saying earlier, y'all making cases for mediocrity. So 8 wins, 9
So
wins.
above. Hold on though. What he just said, Kirk Cousins was above 500. You saying above 500 is mediocrity?
Kirk Cousins in his career is in the quote unquote, because I ain't fact checked it. It is, according to you, above 500 quarterback. Kirk Cousins is a fucking bum right now with his above quarterback.
But the question was, do you think Joe Flacco would fare better than him? The question was, do you think Joe Flacco would fare better than him? You said you would fare better than Kirk Cousins.
Somebody else in here earlier said that Flacco is good for 6 wins.
Yeah,
nigga, out of 17 games, that's a 6-11 record.
Somebody did say that.
Somebody said
that's a 6-11 record.
Chandler, I think that was Chandler.
Yeah, I was the one who said it. Because if you look at it the past couple years, I mean, can you really deny it?
And that was my argument about bringing in Joe Flacco. Because what did Joe Flacco do in Cincinnati or in Cleveland after 2023 that say, yeah, Joe Flacco is what we need? I understand if they saying, you know what, we gonna bring in Joe Flacco, and we just bringing in Joe Flacco because we know we finna get a high draft pick to blow it up. You ain't worried about winning.
I asked that boy if he would fare better than Kirk Cousins, who is an above 500 starter for us, and he said he would fare better than Kirk Cousins.
Now,
so that means he think Joe Flacco would fare better than Kirk Cousins also.
No, you didn't listen. God damn, can I finish cooking my meal now? Did everybody get theirs off?
It's about burnt. Go ahead.
I would just like to finish making one point.
I'm about to get a well-done steak.
Somebody earlier I heard on here say that Flacco is a 6-11 quarterback. Now, is 6-11 500? Yes or no? We keep it short, sweet, and concise. 6-11 is way below 500. So how did you deduce that I said Flacco would be better than Kirk Cousins? I don't know how the hell you came to that conclusion. Just using the math that was presented to me and then I represented it to y'all, we can agree. Flacco wouldn't be better than Kirk Cousins. So now, to the point that I was trying to make, 6-11, you're gonna be picking high as hell in 2027 draft. You're gonna be picking high as hell. So instead of bringing in Joe Flacco and pretty much saying, "Yo, man, we giving up on this season before it starts," I said, take that 4th round or that 5th round pick and go and draft you a quarterback. It doesn't matter if the motherfucker is come out and be Joe Montana or if the motherfucker come out and be Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
So why waste a draft pick on a quarterback just to draft another quarterback? That's going to make us look like the Arizona Cardinals. You drafted a quarterback in the top 15 just to backdoor to draft another quarterback number 1 overall.
As long as he's serviceable, you can use him like a 1-year rental.
Will be crucified and scrutinized.
You can use him like a 1-year rental. And if he ends up being that guy, you can sign him long term, right then and there. If he ends up being the bum and you only win fucking 6 games with him, you pretty much got your Joe Flacco anyways. And then in 27, you have a high-ass 1st round pick, and then you go get your guy.
And then we're going to be looking at other players at other positions that was picked in his round after we picked that guy, and they going to be standout guys in a rookie season, and we going to be looking like, well, why you and Cunningham draft a quarterback in that draft class? We knew they wouldn't shit. Why you do that?
Come on.
We could have had this linebacker. We could have had this right tackle. We could have had this. Look, come on, man.
Everything is 50-50 in hindsight. I mean, everything is clearer in hindsight. You try and live in the past.
But what you have to do is you have to make the best. You have to make the best educational guess pick that you can make. You have to make the best educational pick that you can make.
So let's go get Joe Flacco, but I don't want to hear nobody on this line when we go 6-11.
If this team goes after Joe Flacco, they're only going after Joe Flacco until Michael Penix Jr. is healthy.
As a bridge guy.
They're not sitting here to say Joe Flacco is the answer. They're bringing in Joe Flacco for Michael Penix Jr. If you go get any other quarterback, listen, if they go get a Kyler Murray or if they go get a Jimmy G, that is sending a sign. I want pure competition. I want you to make the best man win.
Can I do the same thing if you go and get a 5th round quarterback? It's literally the same thing. You're saying the same thing.
I'm going to suggest another thought. I mean, I see we dialed into a debate with Kyler Murray and Flacco. I'm going to throw somebody else in the mix. Yes, sir.
Jimmy G.
Hell no.
He got the best. What you mean? He got the best resume out of everybody.
Listen, that's another one. You give him a 2-year deal with the 2nd year being a team option, and that keep us competitive to win the division.
And he's 34. He's actually the perfect scenario for what I was saying. We could probably win now with him and still transition to Michael Penix in the future.
There we go.
Years down the road,
you ain't
he's
winning.
the perfect option for that.
Perfect.
Man,
he already knows the system.
Flacco.
Yeah, he already knows the system already. He's proven that he's still good because he did it last season with the Rams.
Huh? Who you talking about when you say he was still good? Who you talking about when you say he's proven that he's still good?
Who? Oh, Garoppolo.
My boy,
When
chill.
the fuck was Jimmy Garoppolo ever good?
Say what now?
When the fuck was Jimmy Garoppolo ever good?
Do you not see what's on the screen?
All
Bro.
his starts.
Do you
All
not?
his starts.
If your head coach, your offensive coordinator in the Super Bowl game with 2 weeks to prepare drew up a fucking game plan for you to throw the ball 8 fucking times,
Mhm.
that says clearly you're not fucking good.
That's the whole point of the conversation, B-Dub. He's a system quarterback to come in here to operate the system, but he ain't the future. He's still coming in here to make us come competitive to win, but this is still opening the door for possibly Michael Penix Jr. or drafting a quarterback somewhere down the line. He's not saying you bringing in Jimmy G to just be the be-all, end-all.
I ain't saying he's the franchise guy. I'm just saying when it comes down to the options that we have available and at the odds, if I'm betting, I'm going Jimmy G.
Man, I'm telling you right now, we can win now with Jimmy G.
Well, hey, one thing about it, we gonna find out. We gonna find out if they got a plan or not tomorrow, and if they do got a well, they better have a plan. We're gonna find out what that plan.
Well, not necessarily,
man.
So we're gonna start to find out.
And this work out both ways.
Hey,
with
we
the
need
Jimmy
to
G
piss this
signing.
Blackbeard for drugs because he on something.
What the hell?
I don't know
You
why.
need to piss him, man.
And with the Jimmy G signing,
Listen.
and like, because think about it, even with the Jimmy G signing and Michael Penix is healthy, you still can go in with a quarterback competition, make the best man win.
Exactly. We can still grab because he's gonna come cheap.
Yep.
He's gonna come cheap.
And you can win. You can
And
compete
this
right
is,
now with
and,
him.
and this is
bring
literally
Jimmy
where we
Garoppolo-
want it with the Kirk Cousins situation. You want to bring in a quarterback when it's time to transition to Penix.
Yeah.
He can be a backup option, and if needed be, he can
Bingo.
be a starter.
And look, guys,
If
listen.
you bring Jimmy Garoppolo in here, that sends a message to the NFL that you've given up on this season. Is that the message that you want to put out there?
no.
I don't see that with Jimmy G.
Hey,
With Joe Flacco,
listen.
yeah, I don't see that with Jimmy G.
Everybody knows that Jimmy G is not gonna get a starting job anywhere. Everybody knows that if he leaves the Rams, it's gonna be strictly as a bridge quarterback.
Then you might as well bring
making
back Marcus Mariota.
Listen, he's making $3 million right now.
The same player.
He's
No,
34 years old.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
You're gonna put Jimmy in the same boat with Ritter.
No, I didn't say Ritter. I said Marcus Mariota.
Look at the record. Do I need to pull up Marcus Mariota's stats?
Bro, anytime you got Debo Samuel, come on, man.
Right, and that's his point it's trying to make. We got Drake, Bijan, and
that
Kyle
whole
Pitts.
man, Kyle Pitts ain't no factor, man. We went over this.
That's his point he's trying to make. Jimmy G is a system quarterback. You putting Jimmy G in the right system, he's shown that it can work.
He didn't succeed in fucking San Francisco.
Okay, so let's do this.
Best offensive minds in
So
football.
wait a minute. Let's do this. Let me do this for you then, about whatever. His quarterback rating for the years that he started while with the 49ers. 2016, a 113.3. 2017, 96.2. 2018, 90. 29, oh no, that was 2018, 90. 2019, 102. 2020, 92.4. 2021, 98.7. 2022, 103. And then he was with the Raiders and he was like, he got hurt or something like that, had a 77.7. And then he played like 2 games in 2024, had a 97 rating.
Hey,
I can still be competitive, and if you need me to, I understand what being a backup quarterback is.
that part.
Ain't nothing sorry about that, bro.
I pay him all day to be a backup here.
I'm a system quarterback. You put me in the right system, I succeed. And with us going to what? A run first offense.
Bro,
Not using my opinions. This is facts.
Kyle Shanahan system, bro, and didn't do shit.
That's the whole conversation. Take your opinions out of it. That's what we saying about Jimmy G. When the system is correct, he succeeds.
Okay, so he had a picture perfect system in San Francisco, and they drew up a Super
And
Bowl.
he never had
and
below a 90 rating.
Allow me to finish. He had a perfect system in San Francisco, and the head coach, with 2 weeks of preparation, drew up a game plan for this nigga to throw the ball 8 fucking times.
Because they are running football team.
Thank you.
Just like we are running football team.
They came up with a
less than a 90 rating, bro. So what was Sam Darnold's excuse in the Super Bowl?
Hold on.
Right.
I see what Soldier doing. I see what he did. Now, here's the thing about him being on the Shanahan over in San Francisco. Those first couple of years, 3 years that Shanahan went to San Francisco, he did the exact same thing he did to San Francisco, what he did to us in the Super Bowl. He could not get out of his own way. Where he needed to do was have this man throwing the ball, orchestrating and playing quarterback. But no, he tried to outsmart the teams that he was facing, and it backfired. He did the same thing he did in San Francisco. He doing it now. That's why he can't get back to where he was.
He still do it.
His dad did the same exact thing, dude. His dad did the exact same thing. They cannot get out of their own way. Instead of just playing football or managing the game, they trying to outsmart the opponent. Just play football. Call your plays.
And I feel like that's what bringing in Kevin Stefanski. You don't want nobody who brand new to the job. You want somebody who been in these type of situations before. When Kevin Stefanski got to Cleveland, he entered this same situation. The quarterback is a what if. We don't know what we got in Baker Mayfield. But what happened? They stuck it out with Baker Mayfield and they went to the playoffs. So he understands being in this type of situation. The whole thing is, what type of perception are you going to give your fan base? Are we still going to put ourselves in the competitive mind state to win games? Or are we just going to give ourselves another reason to hit to give us another losing season to say, we'll wait till next year. This is season one. But are we going to stop trying to be mediocre or actually build a process?
But if also under Kevin Stefanski, Baker Mayfield, the wheels fell off. It was under Kevin Stefanski when the wheels fell off on Baker too, though. He got some skin in the game with that.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, if this is mediocre from Jimmy Garoppolo against the NFC, I'm picking this.
Bring it up. Come on now. 2 years, second year team option.
I'm taking this. This is winning the division.
Come on, bro.
I'm telling you, any quarterback we bring in here and you want to be a competitive team, you sign that quarterback to a 2-year deal.
Smarter coaching choices in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl. Jimmy Garoppolo is a Super Bowl champion right now.
Yeah, exactly.
2-time.
Just smarter coaching.
That's it. And look,
but yeah,
I'm like this. If Sean McVay didn't waste no time going to grab this dude when he came available, and kept him there. He didn't shop him. He don't want to lose him now, but he may not have an option because we're going to definitely pay him more than $3 million. He paying.
He'll free agent, ain't he?
Yeah.
And see, I think they like Stetson in LA anyway, back to take over for Matt when he done.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And if they don't like Stetson, I think they might be looking at Carson Beck or Ty Simpson in this draft.
Mm-hmm. Look, I'll take Stetson Bennett over every quarterback who y'all mentioned. And like Savannah Swag just said, nigga, I wouldn't sign Jimmy G to the practice squad. Is y'all niggas for real? Like, do y'all want to win?
That's just y'all feelings, man. That's just y'all.
That ain't got shit to do with feelings, my nigga. That's looking at.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and start wrapping it up. Let's go around the board to let everybody, Blackberry, go ahead and let them know what found you out there, dog.
The home team with Blackberry. That's Blackberry. No C, just a K on YouTube. Go check that out.
Yes, indeed. Check out my boy, B-Dub, Soldier. Let them know where to
Yo,
find you.
oh man, you can find me anywhere where it's hood at, man. Atlanta. Like I'm dope in real life, man. I ain't into the social media shit, man. Unless I'm on here kicking it with the guys, man. I'm him in real life, so I don't do the socials. But shit, you know, if you Blackberry or a couple folks over at AFN got something going on, and I'm around, you know, I'm popping in there in the guy Cowboy up there. I gotta go check him out and sub. But you know, I'm
Yes,
always
sir. Yes, sir.
hey, drop your
Cowboy.
page in the joint, Cowboy.
Let them know where to find you at, Cowboy.
And y'all know where to find me at, man. I'm on everybody's platform, giving my knowledge, man, trying to spread it anyway. But yeah, y'all can find me on YouTube, man. I got my own little channel too, doing my thing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 likes. I mean, not 1,000 likes, 1,000 subscribers. I'm almost there. But man, 330. I'm gonna say the 330. I'm really looking at his comment right there. But Black Bear, Soldier, Gat, man, this been epic, man. It's been real, man. I like this, man. That's what I like. Being able to
Yes,
voice,
sir.
you know what I mean, get some knowledge out there about our team, get some feedback, you know what I mean? That way I can go back
Yes, sir.
to rethink.
See over here, see, like I'm a real big person. I like doing research, so
Yeah.
it don't hurt to do some research and put stuff together. That's why I always do a show on the weekend. They give me ample time to read and go through what I need to go through and put my stuff I need to put together and just bring it out here to the people because I get most of my Falcons information from YouTube. Like I don't do social media like that as well, but besides of YouTube, the Falcons fan page and Bleacher Report, that's where I get most of my Falcons news or my Falcons information from the
Yeah.
people. So I just decided to bring it to the people as well, man. And
There you go.
I just want to thank everybody for coming on the show. Blackberry, Atlanta Falcons Fandemic, my boy Chandler with Dirty Bird Fly Through, B-Dub, Silk Legacy, Savannah Swag, 330, everybody in the chat. Just thank y'all for coming out, man. And just remember, the new era is here. And free agents just start in less than 24 hours. And y'all all have a good one and God bless.
Peace.
Peace.